Hello and welcome to the translatorscafe.com channel. We went on a Norway in a nutshell tour today, from Bergen. Thank you for joining us on this trip to Norway. The Norway in a nutshell tour is designed as a full-day trip between Oslo and Bergen. It is possible to begin the tour from Bergen and return back, which we did. The tour combines the Flåm Railway trip between Myrdal and Flåm, the bus trip from Voss to Gudvangen, the fjord cruise from Gudvangen to Flåm, and the railway trip from Bergen to Voss and from Myrdal to Bergen. When we arrived at the station, it appeared that there was maintenance on the Bergen railway line, and we were asked to take our seats in buses to go from Bergen to Voss. The tour is not guided and it is simply a set of tickets for public transport. It is possible to extend the tour for 2 or more days, which we did. We spent a nightless night in Flåm and returned to Bergen the next day. Though the public transport is used for the tour, there is no possibility to get left behind because if a train is delayed, the bus on the next leg will wait for its passengers. We changed buses in Voss and started the next leg of our trip, from Voss to Gudvangen. Tvindefossen Waterfall. Its height is 152 meters. The water from it has a reputation of being good for potency, so many visitors fill containers with water from it. The bus runs through the spectacular scenery to Gudvangen using the old road without tunnels through Stalheim, which is the highest point of the road. The driver stops the bus for photo ops in front of waterfalls. From Stalheim, the road with hairpin turns and 18% grade descends into the valley. The Sivlefossen Waterfall near the village of Stalheim has 240-meter tall drop. Gudvangen is a small village at the end of Nærøyfjord. The Kjelfossen waterfall is located near it. It is one of the highest waterfalls in Norway with a total fall height of about 800 meters or about 2,500 feet. I would suggest bringing a coat even in July because it does get cold, especially on the boat or if you want to walk at night. From ancient times, Norwegians have been a seafaring people. Even today, when bridges and undersea tunnels are appearing everywhere, it is impossible to imagine this country without ferries. In western Norway, the road often suddenly ends and the only way to continue a journey is by ferry. There are a large number of passenger express boats, as well as local ferry routes. Geologically, a fjord is a long and narrow arm of the sea bordered by steep sides of cliffs created by glacial erosion. As the ice melted, the erosion finished the job. Most fjords are much deeper than the adjacent sea. For example, the depth of Sognefjord in some places is as much as 1,300 meters or about 4,300 feet. Our ferry is approaching the entrance to Aurlandsfjord around Kamben Åsen. Its height is 713 meters. The ferry turned right and entered the 29-kilometer-long Aurlandsfjord, which is the branch of Norway's longest fjord, Sognefjord. Undredal brygge means Undredal wharf. Undredal is a small village with a population of 100 people and 500 goats. It is famous for the brown goat cheese. The Aurlandsfjord is very deep and narrow. Its depth is about 1 kilometer or 3,200 feet, and its width is less than 2 kilometers or 1.2 miles. The fjord is surrounded by 1,800 meter or about 6,000 feet tall steep mountains with many waterfalls. It is almost uninhabited with only 3 small villages: Flåm, Aurlandsvangen and Undredal. When I say we, I mean my wife Victoria and myself. Flåm is a village in the Aurlandsfjord, which is the sidearm of the world's second longest fjord, the 204-kilometer-long Sognefjord. The village is surrounded by steep mountains covered with snow even in early June. From here, Flåmsbana trains go up to Myrdal. They climb 163 meters or about 2,800 feet. From the station we are walking to Brekke Apartments, where we reserved an apartment. It is a 10-minute walk from the station. All apartments have a well-equipped kitchenette, Wi-Fi and of course a great view from all windows. Today we are going to buy some food and later walk to Tvindefossen Waterfall. The height to Brekkefossen is on a fairly good steep rocky trail. The view of Flåm, the harbor, the fjord, and Flåmsbana trains are well worth the hike. We were alone here. The trail goes on a private land, but unlike in North America, here in Norway it's okay to walk on private property if you treat it with respect. Because the snow melts under the summer sun, there are many thundering waterfalls. Visitors of Flåm can go on many hiking trips in the mountains. Those who are less prepared can explore the Aurlandsfjord and Nærøyfjord, which is only 500 meters wide in some parts. After sunset, we walked back to the station to view the harbor. There is a small free Flåmsbana museum at this former station building, which of course is closed at this time of the day. The sunset in Flåm at this time is at 11 p.m. It is midnight, and as you can see, the sky remains blue almost all the night at this time of the year at 61 degrees north latitude. The next morning we went again to the station to view the departure of the first train to Myrdal. The majority of Flåm visitors ride the 20-kilometer Flåm Line. The Flåm harbor receives approximately 160 cruise ships each year. These ships pollute the air and create unwanted noise. As the local farmers complain, now the summer smells are not of cut grass, but of burned diesel oil. The Scottish highland cows are distinguished with double coat of hair, which protects them from the cold weather and allows them to be outdoors all year round. The cows are raised primarily for their very tender low-cholesterol meat. This small watermill is used for grinding grain. It is a copy of the very old original mill that stood in this place. I want to be a child again in this kindergarten. It is time to return to the station. We are waiting for our train near the fjord. The 2-hour train journey from Flåm to Myrdal on the Flåm Line of Flåmsbana offers a panoramic view of the Norwegian fjord landscape. The Flåm Line has 10 stations, 20 tunnels, 1 bridge and is 20 km long. The Flåm Line follows the river Flåmselvi. There are several daily departures in all seasons. The difference in elevation between the two terminal stations Flåm and Myrdal is about 900 meters. From Myrdal, you can go by train to Bergen and to Oslo. It is interesting to know that the construction of the line was finished in 1942 during the German occupation of Norway. You can see the hairpin turns of a popular bicycle road, Rollerveien, which is a construction and access road built in the early 20th century for the construction of Bergensbanen railway line. The engineer stops the train near Tvindefossen Waterfall, and the passengers can view the falling water and a seductive forest creature, Undredal, dancing and singing near the waterfall. We changed trains at Myrdal station and now go into Bergen. We will tell about our visit to Bergen in another video. In this video I will show Bergen as seen by tourists as well as only by people who live there. Thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed our tour and found it interesting. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to the translatorscafe.com channel.